Hi, I'm Lisa Edwards. I am the director of Alfie Boe on the Wheels of a Dream documentary.
Alfie Boe is one of the most unusual characters I've probably ever worked with. This guy that ends up in the opera world becomes one of the greatest opera singers in the UK, and he's gone, I don't want to do this anymore. I actually want to be a rock and roll singer.
It means a hell of a lot to him that this works and that the fans accept him for what he's doing.
I don't change the way I sing at all. I try and stay true to the voice that I've got.
It's just inevitable that you start questioning, is it happening, is it working, not blow it and lose the audience that I've got.
But I think what Alfie kind of wants to do is explore a few different genres.
The majority of people that I've met don't see music in boxes.
There isn't any boundaries between the music. That's just one thing he believes in. This is probably part of the whole crusade, is by showing people that you can do that.
It's like starting again over here. Having played to like 6,000 and 10,000 people a night and then coming to America and playing to 80 people, it was a big surprise. I still want to be taking the risks. If I start thinking too far ahead about what I'm trying to do, then I'll just panic.
What he will do in due course, although he probably hasn't even realised it yet, he will be the greatest ambassador for classical music, because he will take this mass of people like the Pied Piper and he'll lead them and show them what great classical opera arias there are.
I suppose if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, isn't it?
About 4 years ago, and we met him at a Yankees game in New York City. He was coming to sing the national anthem, and we had already kind of sort of signed on to interview him, and but that was the very first meeting, so it was very odd. I actually, in speaking with his management at the time, Neil Ferris, I knew Alfie from Les Mis, and that was the very first time I ever heard of him. And in speaking with Neil, we found out he was coming to the States to do a tour of rock and roll, and he was trying to kind of bridge the gap, the genres, and we found that really interesting because nobody can really do that, or nobody really has done that. So we thought we would try and film that journey and see how it goes. To film, we filmed him about 3 different times. In the States we filmed him, but we also filmed him here in the UK 2 different times, depending on what he was doing, and everything was kind of associated with what he was doing, why we were filming him. So we went to his book signings, it took us about a year overall to film him. I am excited, I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm very excited.